is section 48E330, the crack seal section here in US 84 in Garza County. Looking back just to the south, you can see the end of the slurry seal section there. There's strife right there. Further to the south, the thin overlay 48E310 and the TPS site 481183. As with the other sites, all the delineators and markings are in good shape. Now this site has considerably more patching and distress noted in it than some of the others. Interestingly enough, you will not see very many cracks that appear to have been sealed. Evidently, my memory serves, there were no cracks to be sealed when we came out here. What was it? Some 2.5 years ago. Since that time, however, this section has seen quite a bit more distress, as you can see here. I'm trying to get a picture of this if I can. That's fairly typical of the way some of this distress was before they patched it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a foot in there. You can stick it down about 3 or 4 inches. Station 1. Again, quite a few patches, some of them already deteriorating pretty readily. About having some of these cracks resealed. However, in all fairness, crack sealing isn't going to do anything for some of the cracks out here. Number one, and number two, they are planning to rehabilitate this by the end of the summer, so it'll be kind of a moot point. Some more of the fatigue cracking you can see there. Station 2. You can see are almost imperceptible for all the bleeding that exists, but there's definitely quite a bit of cracking out here. This fatigue cracking is fairly easy to note because of all the bleeding associated with it, or bleeding and pumping, water bleeding that is. Another area that's been patched here. Sized ruts. This is one of those areas where you start to get the 20 millimeter ruts. Some pretty large patches that are on their own deteriorating pretty rapidly. Station 4. Again, although this is the crack seal section, not a lot of the crack sealing has been done to any of the cracks that have occurred. We did talk about doing some additional sealing, but as I noted, the sealing is not going to really help some of the cracks. Like this one that have deteriorated so severely. They are talking about doing some patching and might do some sealing at that time, just for those cracks that are not quite as severe. All the delineators and markings are in order. Looking to the north, you can see the next section of control, 48E340. Looking back to the south towards our other sections that we've viewed earlier this afternoon, the slurry seal 48E320, the thin overlay 48E310, and further south the GPS site 481183. With that, I'll conclude the video here for section 48E340, and we'll move on to the control section 48E3.